Tiger Woods' wife used a golf club to smash the hell out of an SUV and probably her husband. An average man doing this in the U.S. would go directly to jail. His significant other would not have to even press charges. The man would not be able to see much of his kids, if at all, would lose all property, and the wife would get everything in the divorce as he rotted in jail serving time for felony assault. Deb Lafave, now going by Debra Beasley, was a teacher who likes to seduce and have sex with underage boys. Police had her stripped naked to take evidence photos with their cell phones and digital cameras. A judge didn't find it necessary to put this pedophile in prison, even though she keeps offending and won't learn her lesson. Let's now replace her with an average guy doing the same thing to underage girls. What would happen to him? What's my point? I'm using simple examples to show the legal system in the U.S. is just a sham, a show. It's rigged. Judge Jonathan J. Kaplan of Rockville Superior Court GA number 19 in Connecticut, as administrative judge overseeing Judge Schwartz, didn't see any harm in a man who admitted raping a 3-year-old and not getting prison time and not having to register as a sex offender. Martha Coakley, as the official in charge, did all she could to prevent justice in the case where Massachusetts police officer Keith Winfield raped a 2-year-old with a hot curling iron. The child was in a hospital for over a month. If a citizen has a gripe against the police, the courts, or government, he or she has to sue in courts. A judge can receive a motion from the perpetrators of official crimes asking for summary judgment for the defendant, which is asking the judge to throw the case out. This now happens almost 100% of the time in these types of cases. There is no justice system in the U.S., no honest investigations, and the U.S. is the new Soviet Union. I tried to have Judge Jonathan J. Kaplan removed as judge for bad behavior in civil cases. I resisted being mugged on my property. Judge Kaplan was okay with a violent felon who attacked me, threatened to cut off my Johnson if I didn't turn over my wallet, but was not okay with me resisting and fighting back. I got a year in prison for overreacting to being mugged. My fighting the guy off and using pepper spray not to get stabbed, I received a year in prison, 3 years probation, largest fines, and harshest conditions of release. I suffered far worse than armed robbers, rapists, and scum of the earth criminals. I go to a public hearing in Connecticut tomorrow to ask that Judge Jonathan J. Kaplan not be reappointed judge in Connecticut. I feel I'm risking my skin just going. So, if you don't hear from me again, it is death or prison for daring to complain in the USA. Thank you, Stephen G. Erickson.